Could Republicans turn a health care loss into a tax relief victory? While everybody's focusing on the precarious future of the Ryan health care bill, could Republicans make a quick switch and focus their attention on the more attractive notion of tax relief? Here now to weigh in is Art Laffer, who's never met a tax cut he didn't like, as far as I know, Reagan economic policy advisor and Laffer Associates founder. Well, you know, you said before that all tax cuts are not alike, and Paul Ryan is saying, look, if we pass the health care bill, there is a tax cut. There's $1 trillion tax cut if we get out of Obamacare, to which you say what?
I think it is. I mean, I think this is a huge tax cut would be by repealing Obamacare. That 3.8%, David, that comes off right off the top all the way to the end of income. Do you know what that would do to the stock market? Just by itself, no Laffer curve or anything else. If you make 50 cents after tax from an investment, including the 3.8%, by getting rid of that 3.8%, that will increase your after-tax return by 7.6%.
That's pretty good.
Put 7.6% on top of a 2,200 Dow, and you've got a huge, huge number.
Well,
you've got 1,000, 1,500 on the Dow.
Art, as you well know, and of course a lot of Republicans won't talk about this, but the bill might fail tomorrow. And if it does fail, some Republicans are saying, well, then it's time to cut bait, focus on tax cuts. In fact, there was one Republican senator who was quoted in Politico today. He said, quote, maybe the best outcome is for this to fail in the House so we can move on onto tax reform, which is what we should have done anyway. And you say?
Yeah. You and I are very much on the same page, David, and but we don't determine the agenda and the priorities that go through Congress. This bill should pass on health care, and the tax bill should pass. It's not an either or which one you prefer. If you and I were doing it, we would have done the tax bill first and then the health care bill second, but that's not our choice. Both of them need to pass.
But again, there is a choice. There may be a choice that has to be made by the end of this week. If the bill fails in a House on Thursday, should they just cut bait and move on directly to tax and say, let's table the issue of Obamacare change, repeal and replace, and let's focus on tax cuts? We know that that will stimulate the economy. And furthermore, we know, and the market knows, that that's what's been stimulating this tax rally in the marketplace.
I agree. I mean, but don't think the Obamacare repeal isn't a massive tax cut. It really is, David. I mean, both of those bills are huge tax cuts. You've got all of these taxes and mandates implicit in the health care bill. Either one of them failing would be a tragedy for this country. Now, remember, everything's a marathon. We're not in a sprint. We've got 8 years in office. Don't worry. There'll be second bills, third bills, fourth bills. But I think this bill should pass, and I think the tax bill should pass. And
final question, though, Art.
Yes, sir.
If we don't get tax cuts this year, will the market lose the post-election Trump rally?
Well, it will lose it for a little bit, but it won't lose it forever. Remember, we didn't get our tax cuts until 1983, and we still did pretty well under Reagan. I want to do it sooner rather than later. Of course I do, and so do you. But, you know, don't hold everything up of jumping off the cliff and killing yourself. It's going to be a great 4 years, 8 years. Believe me when I tell you.
Okay. Be happy. Art Laffer, thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thank you, David.